Yes! I met the Jonas Vloggers. The Jonas Vloggers were a huge sensation in Mexico, and I'm sure it's somewhere else in South America or wherever else. If I had access to their YouTube analytics, I could tell you exactly where they're mostly watched, but I don't. But I know that I'm a huge fan of them. I followed them for a long time, and I got to meet them. All three of them. So let me tell you, if you don't know who the Jonas Vloggers are, well, it's a group of 3 YouTubers, and I think they started like maybe 5 years ago, or so, I don't know. I should have done more research. But anyway, it's 3 different people in this show, and, oh my god, I lost my train of thought.
They're very cute and funny.
Well, there's 3 Jonas Vloggers. Oh, I know where I was going with this. Their name, the Jonas Vloggers. So it's 3 people, 3
guys.
No, 3 people.
3 people.
In this show that they created, and the name was coined by Luis Rivas, one of the members of the Jonas Vloggers. So since they were going with 3 people, they were trying to find a name that would encompass the fact that there are 3. So what? Who's 3? The Jonas Brothers!
How many times have you say 3 so far?
The 3 Jonas Brothers. The Jonas Brothers. So then they said, okay, then let's just be the Jonas Vloggers with the V.
That's cute.
Well, anyway, I've watched them for a while and I follow them, and I specifically have been a fan of David Alegre. I like his style and the way he is. I think he's very positive.
He's super cute.
I've never heard him talk or say anything bad about anyone. I think like his style as a person is all about being positive and just making that his thing, and I think that's great. I think in this life that there's so much negativity going on. I think when you're positive, it's like such a attention grabber to me when you're positive. So anyway, I started watching the Jonas Vloggers, and then I specifically started watching David Alegre, which I'm a huge fan, and if you watch my videos, you know that I'm a huge fan of what he does. So this summer I was going to Mexico City to visit my friend Choche Davila, otherwise known as the Cucarucha, which I don't really think that David Alegre is a big fan of him, or the Jonas Vloggers, just because he's not very nice. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I was getting ready to go to Mexico City for this summer, and I told my friend Amelisa, Ame.
Yay.
I said, you know what, I'm going to go to
Best friend, soulmate.
And I said, you know what, Amelisa, I'm going to meet David Alegre.
Yeah, I remember that day.
So I said, I'm going to put it out in the whisper. I'm meeting David Alegre. I'm meeting him.
Yeah, we pray to the universe.
So then she took me to the airport, and that was a whole chaotic moment, but I had a video on what happened. But anyway, I went, and in my mind I knew that I was going to meet him. So I followed Luis Rivas. Well, let me tell you who the people are in the Jonas Vloggers. It's Luis Rivas, Miki, and David Alegre. So when I was going there, I thought, I'm going to put in the universe to meet David Alegre. So I get to Mexico City, and I'm having lunch with Jorge Davila. And then I said, I'm looking through my Facebook, and I follow Luis Rivas, who is part of the Jonas Vloggers, and I see that he's performing at one of the clubs in Mexico City in the downtown area by El Palacio de Bellas Artes. And I said, and we had just done so much and we're so tired, and I said, Jorge, it doesn't matter how tired we are, we have to go. Like David Alegre is going to be there because Luis Rivas is performing and we have to go. So he said, I guess we do have to go. So we went to this place, because Luis Rivas is also a DJ, so we went there, and I go in there, and the song that was on the moment that I went in there was Desde Esta Noche by Thalia and Maluma. So then I knew that was a good sign, but where he was, it was kind of up and above and away from people's axes. It's like, whatever. So, but as soon as I go in there, I go to where you get your sodas at. And I see there Choche from Choche el Blog. Choche is another YouTuber, and he has like over 300,000 followers, and he was there. So then I got to meet him too. He was really nice, very kind person, very reachable and
approachable,
and it's really cool when people that are doing something and they're part of like this thing that YouTube is, and when they're approachable, because I think when you get to a certain part of your career, regardless of what it is, sometimes people get too into themselves and they're no longer approachable. And Choche was very nice, very approachable. Took a lot of pictures with him, danced with him, whatever. But anyway, Luis Rivas was up there doing his thing as a DJ, so I didn't really get to interact with him at all. So then I go outside and I'm standing with my friends and like, hey, because all my friends know that I'm a huge La Vida Alegre fan. So then my friend Yair, he's like, hey, guess who's walking in? And it was La Vida Alegre. Oh my god, I think I fanned out a little bit. Because like, you know what, and I'm a little bit embarrassed because I'm like, what did I say or didn't I say? Or did I find out or like did I embarrass myself? But anyway,
you acted like a total groupie.
Yeah. So then my friend Yair introduced him to David. He said he's a super fan. So I met them, and then David said hi.
Was he nice?
Well, he was very nice, but he didn't say hi to Jorge. Nobody says hi to Jorge because I don't think very many people like Jorge or La Cucurucha. But anyway. So then we go back inside, and then I say hi to him, and I start talking to him. Start like, hey, I'm a really big fan of your show. My friends and I watch your videos when they come over, and we've seen a lot of what y'all do. Very, very, very nice individual. He was wearing a white, like leather jacket with a black shirt, which turns out after he did his jacket, it was an army shirt. So then I talked to him about how I was in the army, how I did 7 years, and things like that. Very, very friendly guy. But, you know, he's very, I know there was something, and I don't know too much about it, but I know that his fans always wanted him and Belinda, the Mexican pop singer, to, like, meet or something like that, so they, like, harassed her so much about him that she blocked La Vida Alegre from her Instagram. But anyway, I guess that's no longer the case, because he had come from Belinda's shoe line launch, because she launched a shoe line, and he walked in there with a bag that said Belinda, and then later on Instagram I saw that he was with her. Anyway, Belinda, if you don't know her, she's a huge Mexican pop star, probably the biggest one. That is younger, because I feel like Thalia and Paulina are bigger, but Belinda is the younger up and coming, and I wish that would have been an but she married. I can't stand her husband. I really can't.
Hush. Change your subject.
I can't. Okay, anyway, bye. So anyway, David Alegre was super nice. He had really kind words to say. Then after that, Luis Rivas, another member from the Jonas Vloggers, came down and had a really good conversation with them. It was all fine and dandy with the other. I had a great experience with David Alegre. He was so nice, and it's so refreshing when people are nice. But anyway, that happened. We all left and things, that or the other. Then, like, maybe 2 or 3 days later, maybe, I might have been, I don't remember. But when we went out again, and then I ran into Luis Rivas again, because we went to the same place. I saw Choche el Blog and things like that. But then we left, but like I said, Luis Rivas was also very kind, very sweet. He's so little though, he's kind of like, he's short, but he does, they've made fun of in their videos about how short he is, but he's such a kind person, and I mean, like, it doesn't matter if you're short or not. It just doesn't matter who you are as a person, and he's very, very kind. They're both very kind, and I was completely blown away by the personality. But anyway, that time, the other time we went out, you know, the Jonas Vloggers are 3, so we're missing 1, and we're missing Mickey. So we're at this place, and my friend Jorge Davila goes like, oh, guess who's over there? And it's Mickey, the one member from the Jonas Vloggers that I still had not met. So I go up to her. I'm like, hey, I'm such a huge fan, like, I love the show, I watch all the time. And she wasn't rude, but I just feel like she was very fake. She's like, oh, hi, like, yes, thank you, like, I'm like, hey, can I take a picture? Super finding out. And she allowed for the picture, but even when you see the pictures, like, she just wasn't interested. Like, I think she was nice, but it was completely and utterly fake. Like, I could sense just how fake she was. Like, I didn't feel like, the way when I talked to David or to Luis Rivas, they were very friendly, they interacted with what I had to say, and things like that, and like she was not having it. She was just completely disconnected. I don't think she even cared that I was a fan. And yeah, I walked away thinking like, wow.
Well, just watch out whenever you are famous that you don't know like that.
She wasn't very... No, I can't say she was not nice because she was not rude, but you know you can tell when someone's being fake, right?
Well, maybe she had a bad day. Hopefully.
Yeah, she could have had a bad day or things like that, but when you are a public figure, which by this point they are, like, whatever, and even it goes with like where you work. Where you work and you love your job, if you have a bad day, you live the bad out of your day outside the door when you walk in and you give your all to whatever you're doing. And when you become a public figure, I think like that's kind of the same...
The price, yeah.
That's kind of the same rhetoric that you need to have. Like, if people who are your fans and watch your show and watch what you do, because it's not what you create that makes you, it's the people who follow you. And if people follow you, they're excited to see you, then I would want some ounce of...
that attention.
No, I want something genuine from you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't want just like a fake hi and a fake yes, I'll take the picture. And when you see the picture, like, you can see in her face that she's so not about it. And I don't know what happened to her that day or whatnot or whatever, but like, I left meeting her with a very, very sore taste in my mouth. It was very odd. She wasn't engaging. She was not rude, but she was...
Blah.
It almost seemed like that she was bothered that I had approached her.
Mm.
And I didn't like that. But whatever, like, I think the nicest out of the three, I would say, was Luis Rivas. I feel like he was the most...
Really?
Yeah.
Not even your sweet David?
I mean, David was nice. He was very nice, but I saw Luis Rivas twice, and he was by far... Maybe because my friend Yair knows him and things like that. Maybe that's why, because I was a friend of someone that he knew, that he was a little bit more...
Open.
Accepting.
Yeah. And
then I don't think David likes... my friend Jorge Davila la Cucurucha, so
yeah.
maybe
So in spite of that, he was nice to you.
So I don't know. I don't know if the fact that David doesn't like Jorge, that maybe that's why. I mean, David was great. He was nice, but I don't know if maybe I could have connected more with him and my friend Priscilla.
Don't say anything.
My friend Priscilla, who was there that night too. Turns out that she had said very rude comments to David at a prior event in Mexico City. So I don't know if I don't know if that had anything to do with that or not, but you should always be nice. Priscilla, be nice. Jorge, be nice. Like, these are people that I admire for what they do on YouTube, for how far they've come along. You can't just go and be mean to people. You don't do that. You're not mean to people. Like, if you don't like them, you just keep your mouth shut, you know? But just because someone is on a certain quest and things like that, I mean, I don't know why they don't like him or whatever, but you don't do that. You're nice to people. You know, people will remember you by how you treat them. They might remember how you dressed or what you talked about or how the interaction was, but they will always remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
So to me, I think you should always make people feel comfortable and always be nice. And then another person I met, and this person has a lot of haters on YouTube, especially in Mexico. But when I met this person was very nice. And it's Renata Altamirano. Renata Altamirano has gone through quite the transition. But it was very nice meeting her, just because I think she's like, in the world of YouTube in Mexico, she has become an iconic person.
And she's so pretty.
And maybe gets a lot of hate because of who she is and what she's become and things like that. But she was nice, you know. It was nice to like interact with her. And I know Jorge. Jorge, stop being so mean to people. But that night, whatever there was or there wasn't any beef between them, they interacted with each other and it was nice. And I loved.
I remember you telling me that she has like the most amazing body.
Yeah, she's super thin. Not that I feel that being thin is like the key. But
she looked very good.
She looked very good, and she was a very attractive woman, and she was very kind, very nice. But Yeah, they're all very huge, famous YouTube stars in Mexico, and they were all nice except Mickey.
Maybe she had a bad day. Hopefully.
Maybe she had a bad day, because I don't think. I mean, come on, Mickey. I feel like I need to re-meet you again, because that day you were not on point. Like, you were. Like, I can't say anything nice about you just because you weren't rude, but it was just so fake, and you were just so disconnected. Which is a shame because, like...
We love you.
We love you. We've seen you in the music... Oh my god, once we realized that you're in the Lorena music video, I think like we watched it like 300 times more. So that's what I'm saying. If you have fans and you're a public figure, please do not be ungenuine. At least try to give that person who's addressing you the courtesy. That's all I gotta say. Be nice, be kind, and treat others the way you like to be treated. And by all means, always be genuine.
And that goes for you too, Mr. Carl Ramon.
Hey, David, if you want to collaborate, I would be super down for that. Just saying. Adios y bye.